Hello, friends. We're going to just wait a minute or so for everybody to join the webinar. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hello and welcome. I'm Jason McCraw. I'm the show director for CEDIA Expo and Commercial Integrator Expo. I work with Emerald. I'd like to welcome you to our webinar today as we're preparing for the final days before move-in for the upcoming shows in Denver this year. We're getting very excited. I'd like to introduce my colleague, Allison Robb, our marketing manager for CEDIA Expo, is on the call with us today, can help answer some of your questions. And Daniela Dimick from GRIP. GRIP is our provider for our matchmaking and mobile app platform that we have for this year's shows. And Danielle is going to walk through how to and show you some screen shots of where to go and how to update your listings and how to prepare to make connections with attendees on the show as we're getting ready now. It is live and the portal's open for attendees and exhibitors to make connections and make meeting appointments at the show. The mobile app is available on the Google Play and Apple Store, so you can download those and see what it looks like and make connections through the mobile app, but also it's available on the desktop as well through the browser. So we're looking forward to a fantastic show. Our numbers are up versus last year's show, and folks are registering every single day. Hotel reservations are up quite a bit as well. So we're looking forward to a fantastic show in Denver. But without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Allison to say a few kind words. But everybody, please wish Allison a happy birthday today. Yay, Allison.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Allison.
Too kind, too kind. Yes, my name is Allison Robb. I'm the marketing manager for CEDIA Expo. Looking forward to a great event. This will be my third or fourth CEDIA Expo. So some great things. We're excited to see everyone in Denver. And yeah, looking forward to a great show.
Thanks, Allison. And Daniela, over to you. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for the lovely intro. Hello again, guys. My name is Daniela. I'm here with GRIP, the company that does the web platform as well as the mobile app for CEDIA Expo. Amongst other things, I will be walking you through how to access the platform, as well as how to use the Teams functionality, the inbound lead section, especially how to network and participate in the event, and how to schedule meetings, how to use recommendations, and so on, so on. If you happen to have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to drop them in the chat box down below, and I will be more than happy to get back to them. With no more further ado, I will just share my screen and get into it. Alrighty. Hopefully everybody can see that well. Alrighty.
Oh, and real quick, Daniela, if anyone on the call has any questions, you can use the chat feature in Zoom and post your questions there, and we'll be able to answer them as we go along. So thank you.
Amazing. Well, alrighty. So this is going to be, once you're logged into the platform, especially web platform, this is going to be your first landing page. For the CEDIA Expo, the platform is divided into 3 panels. We have here on the left navigation item that we call the middle section and the right navigation item. All right, I'm going to briefly start with the first one, and it's going to be the left navigation item here. From here, you're going to see some amazing and very useful navigation items, such as your recommendations. From here, you're going to be able to see any recommendations that the AI gives you. How the recommendations work is that you, when you're registering, you are going to add some info of your profile, and the AI engine works its magic and will take all of those information from your profile and give you the best recommendations for you, that for people who have mainly the same interest as you. From here, you can see and scroll down. Each page has up to 10 profiles, and they will change after you start networking. So from here, you can see what the AI has prepared for me. So these are my recommendations. And from here, I can see several buttons, some of them being show interest, chat, and requesting a meeting. If I click on the profile will expand and I will see more information about this participant. And I can check and see if this participant is a good match for me. If yes, I can show interest. And if the participant shows interest back, they will become my connection, my contact. Also, you see your chat button here. From here, you will be able to chat with that participant. You can send messages, whatever suits for you. Or if you think this participant is not a good match, you're going to use the skip button and simply say you're not interested in it. I will urge you to also use the skip button because this is how our AI engine collects information, and it will not recommend participants that have similar background as this participant. So use the skip button as well. From here, you will be able to see that I can request a meeting with this person. From here, I choose the invitee, being me, or the person. I can see the date and the time, the location, and also this bubble where I can add a personal message. The personal message is definitely not something that is mandatory, but it's highly recommendable because it increases the chances of getting the acceptance. And after you're happy with all the changes you made, you simply click the send button here. So if I go back and go to the recommendations, you have the same buttons here without going into the profile itself. Again, skip, request a meeting, show interest, and send a message. If I go to the interest in you, this page will show you all the profiles that have shown interest in you. Again, we can see that there are several options here. You can access their profile, show interest, chat, or request a meeting. Again, you can skip this profile if that's not a good match for you. Moving ahead, we have connections as well. These are all the connections that you made throughout the event. Those are the people or participants that say yes to you, and you said back yes back to them as well. From here, again, you can either remove connections if you do not find it that it's relatable to you anymore. You can chat or view the meeting because I have a meeting with them. I can view my meeting as well. Interest list is the list of participants you have shown interest to. So basically, I don't have much going on because it's a demo environment, but once you start networking, you will see much more here. But again, you will see the participants you have shown interest to, you might find interesting to connect later on. Again, you can request a meeting from here too. My skip list, again, those are the list of people that you have said no to. And if you at any point of the event change your mind, you can go ahead here and unskip them as well. So you can change your mind through the event. It's not set in stone. My schedule would be your personal schedule with all of the meetings that you have. So for example, I can scroll here and I can choose the dates. I can filter through dates. So simply click, the date. And I can filter them through the status of the meeting being scheduled, pending, awaiting response, or decline. Again, from here, we have several options regarding the meetings. This is my pending meeting, so I can accept it. I can decline it. If the time and date is not working for me, I can also reschedule it, clicking the reschedule button, or I can simply send a message to the organizer, that being Daniela. So from here, you have several options as well. Also, one thing that I want to point out from here is that you can sync your schedule, your event schedule, to your personal calendar. So it's much easier for you to keep an eye on your meetings that are coming up. So you have your Apple, Google, Outlook, and Yahoo calendar. So feel free to use that as well. The event agenda will show you all this list, the whole list of sessions on this event. Again, you have seen that there are many filters that you can use. You can filter them through dates, for example, September 7th, let's say like that. And I will be shown again with all the sessions that I have for that day, by tracks, stage, tags as well. And if it's more suitable to you, then you have the option to filter them through and search by name. From here, you can add it to your schedule, or you can send it to your calendar, to your personal calendar. Moving ahead, we have the exhibitor list, and this is the whole list of all exhibitors that are registered for this event. If you click here and expand, you see many filter options that you can use to filter through the exhibitor list without having to scroll down and scroll down and scroll down. So for example, you can see their status, business segment, number of employees in the organization, and many, many more. Alrighty, moving ahead, we have the list of products that I again urge you to have a look of it. Destination Outdoor help guide, and below we have a really, really interesting option. It is to see which meetings are pending. So whoever sends you a meeting invite, it will land up on this meeting, pending meeting section. And from here, be sure to either decline it, reschedule, or accept the meeting. Or again, you have the option to message the organizer. So when we have kind of like went through the left navigation item. In the middle section, we have something that we call the home feed. And again, you have some of the same items, for example, meeting invitations, recommendations, my connections, and so on. This section I will go through on the mobile platform because it's highly visible there. But on the left side, on the right side, pardon, we have the notification bell, which will alert you to check if you have any messages, maybe a meeting invites, connections, and so on and so on. From here, you have your personal profile, from where you are going to go ahead and come, and if you need any updates to do, you can do and have by clicking on the edit profile. Or manage my availability section is where you come and edit your availability and choose the best times of the day when you are available to have meetings with. So for example, let's say you are not available throughout the whole day on Wednesday, you're going to use the untick button and it will say that you are not available. If it happens that you are available in parts of the day, you can simply click on the pencil and choose from which times you are available to have meetings. So for example, I can choose this. And I will urge you to, of course, use the Save Changes button because it's not an automated process and it will not save the changes if you do not do so. So save changes and you're good to go. And the last thing that I want to show you here on the web platform is going to be my team section. And I think it's going to be very, very important for you because it's a huge part of your user experience. So when clicking the My Teams button, you're going to be presented with this CRM portal from where you're going to use with your colleagues mainly. So from here, the first landing page will be your calendar. So this is the first landing page where you're going to be able to see all of the meetings that you and your colleagues have made throughout the event. Again, since this is a demo environment, I don't have much going on, but once you have you start networking, it's going to be more colorful. Again, you can manage your view here, clicking by day, if that's more suitable, by member, by team member, by list, if that's more convenient for you, and so on. By status of the meeting, is it scheduled, decline, and so on. And if you want to see how your colleagues are doing, you can simply view their meetings by clicking on their name, click apply, and you are going to be able to see more meetings, hopefully more than I can. Another useful button that I want to present to you is going to be the Create Meeting button. If you click the Create Meeting button, you're going to be presented with this window. From here, you will be able to create a meeting on behalf of yourself or on behalf of your colleague. So if you click there, you can choose, for example, to create a meeting for your colleague, type the name of a guest, and once you do that, you're going to be you're going to be presented with the date and time and location that is best available for you and your guest. From there, again, you can send a message if that's suitable for you. If not, skip on that and click Request Meeting button, and you're good to go. The next section that I want to point out is going to be the Inbound Leads button or tab. And this is where the CRM comes to life, basically, because it will show you all the profiles of people that have shown interest, connected or interacted with you in any way, or with your team members, or even the company profile. From here, you will be able to comment, to give scores, to remove them, to have meetings with them, and so on and so on. And let's see how. If you click on the View a Lead Score button, you're going to be presented with this window. And from here, if you think that this lead is a good match, you think that you can have meetings with them or whatever the case might be, you can give them a score. From here, you can also take notes, or you can also tag your colleagues, say, hey, check this lead out, and so on. You can delete the score and change your mind throughout the event. That's also okay. And you can show interest as well and skip as well. If you do not find that this lead is a good lead, you can skip and let them know. We can see some metrics below the inbound lead as well. And this is showing us how this profile has landed on our company profile. For example, this lead has been interested in our company, has been viewed with Grateful Demo Company, and so on and so on. Another metric that you see here is going to be the button is showing you that how many leads you have to review, how many of them are already reviewed, and the total number of leads. One thing that I want to point out from here is that the inbound leads will stay in the inbound lead section, and you cannot export them later after the event is done unless you either show interest with them or make them a connection or have meetings with them. So please be sure to qualify them by doing so. Once you have done that, you will be able to export them later after the event is done. So I will talk a little bit more about that under the export section, but just a reminder. Company chat is basically what it says it is. It's the company chat. Here, people are going to be able to chat with your company, not you personally. So if you're replying, you're going to replying as your company, not yourself. Moving on, we have contacts. And this is going to be your section where you will see all of your contacts that you and your colleagues have made throughout the event. Again, you can give them scores. You can delete the contact if you do not find that it's a match anymore. You can filter them through them, and so on and so on. Team members is going to be another section, and it will show all the people or the team members within your team. You might see that there are different roles, admin and team member. The difference between an admin is that the admin is the first one to log in on the company profile and the one that claim the teams. The only difference between the admin and team member is that the admin can manage your availability, and also, but basically that's it. It can manage your availability as well. Again, you can edit the profile and say maybe this one is not going to be manage availability. This one is not going to be a team member anymore. Maybe you want to make them a admin as well. Company profile. Speaking of company profile, this is where you come in and edit your company profile and add any information that you think is going to be applicable to you or your company. So for example, you can click and add some business updates, some links, Facebook links, and so on and so on. You can add a summary of your company as well. And please be sure again to click update profile because it's not an automated process. It will not save the changes. You can add your picture, your logo, and so on. Okay, moving on to products. Products is where you are going to be able to add products, simply clicking by add products, and you can add up to 10 products for each. And the last but not least is going to be your export section. As I said before, you are going, after the event is done, you're going to be able to export all the meetings and all the contacts that you and your team members have made. So for example, if I click on the export, I'm going to be presented with two choices. I can simply say, oh, I want my export to be Excel file or CSV file, and simply choose that and download. Again, I will urge you that you make your inbound leads applicable for export by showing interest or requesting a meeting with them. And I would say that sums up the section, the web platform. Yeah, I hope if there are any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them now before I move to the.
That's a great overview, Daniela, and thank you. As you can see, it's a very robust platform.
Yeah.
That, exhibitors can use to leverage making connections with attendees. One of the biggest things that we encourage both attendees and exhibitors is to respond to meeting requests.
Okay.
We've experienced in trying this out for the last couple of years is that a lot of attendees make requests, but the exhibitors don't respond. So you're just missing out on opportunities to connect with interested attendees. So I would definitely encourage all exhibitors to pay attention to, who's reached out and, make sure that those appointment requests get assigned to the right reps at your company and have those meetings. We've invested in having this platform. It's definitely more robust and additional features this year from the past. So I see we have a couple questions here, and I know Allison was answering some online. One specifically was about how we can invite attendees to the show. Can we still get a passcode? Does it still work? And the answer is yes to all of that. There's exhibitor invites. If you don't have that code, you can contact our sales team and or Allison, and we can definitely get that to you. Daniela, you were going to, I believe, show us kind of maybe how the mobile app looked
Absolutely.
on the phone. So maybe you could do that because we have a question here from Ray about how easy it is to use the phone app, especially with the Wi-Fi in the building. The cost to do this is included in your enhanced marketing fee that you paid for signing up with the show, and you can have a number of your employees at the company. I don't know if there's a limit on how many company reps. Is it 10 or is it more than that, Daniela?
And there's no limit.
Okay,
You can
great.
add as many as possible. Yeah, there's a limit for products. Products you can add up to 10 products. But as for the team members, you can add as many as you want.
That's great. So this is the view of what the mobile app looks like on your device, right?
Yes, definitely. This is how it looks like. That's why I skipped on the this home feed that we saw before, because this one is more highly visible on the mobile app. And this is how you're going to view your mobile app. From here, you can see again the exhibitor list. Again, you can filter through them, all the fun stuff that we mentioned before. But this one is more, phone friendly. I'm going to do that. Again, you have your agenda and my schedule. So the agenda and schedule are now in the same tab, but you can switch from one to another. Your schedule is going to be, again, your personal schedule, while the event agenda is going to be all of your sessions. So you can simply add your session to your calendar by doing so. Simply like that. Again, you can filter by day, by tags, by tracks and locations. So that's simple to use. Another thing that I want to point out is going to be your meeting invites. As you said, it's very important that you use this app and just respond to any invites that you might see and might think they're a possible good match. From here, you can see your invite and you can reschedule it or simply accept, decline, or whatever is suitable for you. Again, I'll go ahead and say there's like your skip list that we saw before on the web platform, chat requests, all of your messages, all of your chat requests that you have received. And below, this is a good point to stop, you're going to see your top recommendation matches. So this is where the AI again comes in handy and will give you the top matches that according to your profile, the AI thinks, oh, these are good matches for you, and be sure to enter and see if that's the case as well. From there, you can again request a meeting with them, skip. Again, I will urge you to also use the skip button and show interest. So very cool. Down below, you have some sponsors and some other information that I will urge you to take a look at yourself as well. Next on, we have chats, basically with what we saw before. These are all of your chats, all of your messages that you have received throughout the event, your schedule again. Notification is where I want to stop and urge you, once you have logged in on the mobile app, you're going to be asked to allow notifications. And I will recommend that as well, because this is how you're not going to miss out on any important alerts, on any message requests, on any chat requests, on any session invites, and so on and so on. So please be sure to enable the alerts as well. If I go to the more section, this is where you're going to be able to see your profile, and down below, again, some of the navigation items that we saw before. You can see that there is the event agenda, products, and so on. Basically, what we saw on the web platform on the left navigation item. I think this is a good stop, but let me go to recommendations. And if I click on recommendations, here, I will be presented with the list of recommended profiles. And this is how it works. If I skip on the right, I will say that I'm interested in this participant. If I skip on left, I will say that I'm skipping and I'm not interested. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to skip on anybody, especially on a real profile. Again, you can see that there are two buttons. You can skip or show interest. Again, you can cancel if you change your mind, and so on. And I think I'm going to stop right here because this is going to be the end of the presentation.
Thanks, Daniela. This was great. I want to thank everybody for attending. If we have any last questions to answer, I do want to just a couple reminders. So the data that populates the matchmaking platform ties in from our A to Z Expo platform. So updating your listings, it's all pre-populated with the data that we already have in A to Z. So if you need to make changes or list other, co-branded companies, contact our sales team. We can help you with that. You saw that there were some upgrades on the map or the app, with gold sponsors or banner ads, those kind of things. Those are available for an extra fee. And you can reach out to our sales team for those options. We also have push notifications that'll go out to attendees using the mobile app during the show. Those are also available for a fee. But we expect at least half the attendees at the show to use the mobile app. So a lot of folks will be on there looking for your company, looking to make connections. There will also be a live floor plan on there. It's also tied in for attendees with the registration data. So if attendees have pre-registered for any sessions, the CEDIA conference, for example, or CIX sessions, those will all be ported over into their schedules in the mobile app. So it'll be a very useful tool. So we encourage you once again to get up to speed, familiarize yourself, check your listings, add products in there. It is a robust platform. You can get a lot out of it if you use it, and we encourage you to do that. So again, thank you, Daniela. Appreciate the
Absolutely, my pleasure.
overview, and thank you, Allison, for answering some of the questions online. If you have any specific questions, you can contact, I sound like a broken record here. You can contact your CEDIA Expo or CIX sales manager or Olivia Roma on our team. We'll definitely be able to help you. We'll look forward to seeing you in Denver in just a couple of short weeks here, less than 2 weeks. And we're going to have a fantastic show. We really appreciate your support. And please let us know how we can help you be more successful at the show. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for joining us.